We just keep getting more orders back from HGA. Super excited to look at this one. Let's take a look at what we got. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Wanted to take a look at this HGA order. I'm excited to see what we got, what grades we got. So they're starting to come back. I have one more order that's on its way back, and then that'll be it for a while. I have not had time to submit new cards for grading, just been busy with work and other things. So there's going to be a break in the action from all these HGA reveals, but hopefully in the meantime, we get some PSA cards back from StarStock, through StarStock. So I'm kind of hoping that that kind of keeps our cards coming back from grading, and it's just exciting to see what kind of grades we get. One of the things I wanted to address with HGA, I know that there's been a lot in the sports card news about HGA as far as, you know, their quality control or whatever else that people have talked about. And I wanted to address the resale value of HGA as well. I'm going to do another video on this, but I have sold several HGA cards for profit. So just wanted to put that out there that you can actually make a profit on HGA cards. I don't, if anybody's wondering, you know, if I get these cards graded with HGA, is anyone even gonna buy them? And the answer is yes. Obviously, go to eBay. That's where you sell everything that you need to sell when you need to sell it. And I have auctioned off a few cards, and I've sold a couple as buy it nows, and I've gotten really good prices. So at least for HGA, right? I mean, nowhere near PSA prices, but again, if you're just trying to maybe make a profit on some of your cards that you got graded and you can't do it with PSA right now because they're closed, or BGS, then you can do it with HGA just like you would with SGC or some other grading companies that are open right now. So I just wanted to put that out there. The other thing I noticed on a Facebook group is that I saw a comment that said, try to sell your HGA slabs for a certain amount, not too much less than PSA. I don't remember exactly if it was, don't sell it for less than 75% of a PSA 10. What I have to say about that, I've heard a couple people talk about this, like, well, maybe the reason why SGC slabs sell for so much less than PSA, or maybe the reason why CSG or HGA sell for so much less is because people are lowering the price on those slabs. And so it's the sellers who are kind of creating this market where it's significantly discounted from PSA. And I would just say to that, well, you got to do what you got to do. For me, if I paid $20 for a card and I paid $20 to get it graded, and I can make $100 by auctioning it off on eBay, I'm probably going to go ahead and do that. If I don't really care about the card, if it's not a PC card, or if it's not a card that I think, you know, might go up in value a couple of years from now. If it's just a card like, I don't know, it could be like somebody that's hot right now, or somebody that maybe I just don't think that they're going to have that great of a career for whatever reason, and I want to sell it and take the profit now. I don't see anything wrong with that. I understand that, as you know, people who want the HGA slabs and the HGA name to stick long term, it's probably better to hold firm on your prices. So if you're in that boat, I get it. I totally get it, and I would encourage that. But if you're if you're getting into sports card collecting and you want to get into grading and maybe get better at pre-evaluating, you know, pre-screening the cards just to see, hey, I think this card is a gem mint, I'm going to send it to HGA and see if I was right. And it comes back a 9.5, it comes back a true gem, maybe even an HGA 10, and you feel good about it, and maybe you don't necessarily want to keep the card long term and you can sell it for a profit, I say go ahead. I understand that it might temporarily bring some prices down in the market, and what I would say to that is, that's a great buying opportunity. I personally have been, I guess my philosophy in collecting cards is collect the player, not the slab. So I think people say, buy the card, don't buy the slab. And I really focus more on the player and whether or not I think that player is going to have a good year, a good career, if it's going to be a good investment long term. And so whether or not it's in an HGA slab or SGC or PSA, I'm really just looking for a good price in for that player in that particular slab, wherever the market is at that point in time. That's kind of been my philosophy. So I just kind of wanted to throw my 2 cents out there. I understand that people who maybe have a ton of HGA slabs, they don't want to see their cards plummet in value by people like maybe people like me auctioning them off for lower than they should be. But I'll tell you, the prices that I've been getting are pretty fair for the market right now. I don't expect to get PSA prices, but in some cases I'm not too far off, and it really just depends on the player. It depends on how hot the player is right now, and it kind of depends on the market. So those are just some things to consider. Let's get into the slabs. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at this 9-card order. These are the slabs that were on my desk already. This is not the 9-card order, so I just wanted to kind of show that off. So the first card we got is a Gabriel Davis, and this is a Prism Purple Power, and it's actually serial numbered, I believe, to 149. So let's go ahead and zoom in and see if we could find that serial number. Maybe it's not serial numbered. I thought it was. But I don't see it. Let's just go ahead and take one more quick look here. It's a nice card. And this got an HGA 9. Gabriel Davis was a receiver I was high on going into the season. He finished out the year very well last year on the Buffalo Bills, who are looking good this year, but he's low on the totem pole. He is 4th on the depth chart, so he just has not really had the opportunity to do well. And I don't know if that's because he's not playing as well, or if just because Emmanuel Sanders is just playing that much better. I think it's actually probably the case that Emmanuel Sanders is having a nice year. And you could see it got a 9.5 on the edges. On one of my previous videos, I was wondering how tough HGA is on the edges, and it looks like this got a 9.5. So maybe they aren't as tough as I thought. The centering is an 8.5, and I can see that just looking at it, eyeballing it. It looks like the centering is off center, so 8.5 makes sense to me. The corners are a 9 and the surface is an 8.5. So it seems to me like this is kind of a lower end 9.0, HGA 9.0, and I would say it's probably a break even. I believe we paid $20 for the card and $20 to get it graded. So it could be a $40 card. It might be a little less because he is not really playing very well. But, not much less than 40 bucks, I would imagine. It's a nice card. The next card we got, this is a JD Martinez Bowman Chrome autograph. This is not his refractor. It's a regular autograph card. Paid $40 for this card raw, and it got an HGA 9.5, and it got a 10 subgrade. So it got a 10 on the edges. So it looks like HGA is a little bit more generous with the edges than I thought. I mean, maybe the edges were just really that clean. I didn't really look this card over. My brother did. So nice job, Derek, on this one. And the auto got a 10. Now, here's the thing about the auto is this is a real auto. This is a real auto that Bowman, it comes on the Bowman Chrome rookie card. But if you remember from my previous video, if any of you watched that, they graded the facsimile auto, which was kind of funny. I'm going to send that in to get it corrected. I don't want that to have an autograph sticker here on the back. So I want to make sure that that's accurate. But this auto got a 10. It got an HGA 9.5 overall, 9.5 on the corners, 9.5 centering, and the surface was a 9.0. So this was very close to a True Gem Plus. And again, paid $40 for the card, $20 to get it graded. And I believe an HGA 9.5 probably goes for around $100 right now. Especially Red Sox just got past the Rays, and JD Martinez is having a nice playoff. So that's a nice card to get back right at this particular time. Next we have, oh man, Stefan Diggs Prism Silver. Now here's the thing I forgot to mention. I looked at the first 2 grades online. HGA allows you to look at the grades before you get them back, and I didn't want to do this. I wanted this to be a blind reveal. But I peeked at the JD Martinez and I saw that it got a 9.5. That's why I didn't sound too excited, but I did not know that this Stefan Diggs got a 9.5. So I'm super excited about that. You can see here it was 1 subgrade away from a True Gem. And I'm a big fan of True Gems. I look for that in BGS slabs. And obviously in HGA, I'm excited when I get a True Gem. So this was very close. This is a Stefan Diggs. This is his silver. So this is the You know, a little bit higher end rookie card from his 2015 Prism year. Very low pop card in general. If you look at the PSA pop report, there are not very many at all. I mean, we're talking about like in the 20s and the 30s. Super low pop. So this is a nice card. We bought it raw. I believe my brother bought this, and I believe he paid 50 bucks for it. We got 20 to get it graded, paid 20 to get it graded, and HGA 95 should sell for a little over 100 bucks. Stefan Diggs is really not having the best season to start, but he is on a really good team, and I know he will turn it around, so I'm really excited about that grade. Okay, next card. Actually, what we should do is do it this way. This is a Dionte Johnson. Looks like it's an auto as well, and it's a serial number card. It's numbered to 149. I believe that's 30 out of 149. And the autograph got a 10, so that's good news there. And let's check the overall score. 9.5. Bam. So this is a nice Dionte Johnson red wave prism. And it looks like the edges got a 10. So I think we could throw my edges theory out the window because I've had 2 cards with 10 edges now. And centering got a 9.0. I could tell it's a little bit off center, so that probably makes sense. Surface got a 9.0 and the corners got a 9.5. So this is a nice gem mint auto Dionte Johnson. He had a nice game this past weekend. And he's one of the 2 primary threats on that Steelers team. I know they started off poorly, but I believe with Chase Claypool and Johnson, they have a nice 1-2 punch there. And I'm sure as Big Ben starts to figure it out, they'll get some nice numbers down the road. Okay, let's take a look here. This is Jordan Love, right? Yes, this is a Jordan Love premier level die cut card. I want to say it's green, but let's just check what it is. It is green, and it got a 9.0. These die cut with so many edges, very difficult to grade. So if you can get a high grade in that, that's pretty cool. But this got a 9.0, and you can see it got 3 9.0s and 1 9.5 on the edges, where my theory is totally out the window. There are going to be 3 Jordan Loves in this order. The reason I was buying Jordan Love in the summer is because, as probably most of you know, he was about to take over as the starting quarterback for Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers was not coming back. He was holding out, and he basically said he didn't want to come back to the organization at all for any reason. They clearly worked it out, and Aaron Rodgers is looking like the Aaron Rodgers of MVP last season, at least in part. I think so. I think he's looking really good, and I actually think it's a really good buy low opportunity for Jordan Love right now because the Packers are still high on Jordan Love. He's their quarterback of the future, I believe. I think when it all shakes out, he will be the starting quarterback next year, and right now his prices are as low as they've ever been. So that's my 2 cents on Jordan Love. This looks like a Jordan Love hollow. Let's take a look at what we got here on this. This is this blue scope, I believe. Is that correct? Donruss Optic Purple. Oh, this is the Purple Shock. And this got a 9.0. So we got 3 9.0s and a 9.5 on the corners. It looked blue, but it's purple. So this is it's a nice card. Unfortunately, we got the 9.0, so we got 2 9.0s on those Jordan Loves. Probably break even. Like I said, the prices for Jordan Love are really low right now in comparison to what they've been since his cards have hit the market. I think when he first came out, everybody's pretty high on rookie cards, on rookie quarterbacks. Last year with Herbert and Burrow and Tua, Jordan Love was kind of included in that mix, so his prices were a little bit higher. Then when it was thought that he was going to be the starting quarterback for Green Bay, his card spiked again. And now that Aaron Rodgers has pretty much cemented his spot there, at least for this year, his prices have dropped. And again, I think it creates a great buying opportunity for Jordan Love. Here's another hollow. I believe this should be the blue. Yes. And it got a 9.0. So these are not, these are nice cards and very close. Look, this got a 2 9.5s, a 9.5 on the surface and a 9.5 on the centering. Edges were a 9.0, corners were a 9.0. So we just missed a gem mint 9.5, very close. Kind of hate to get that close and not get it, but that's how it goes. So, let's go on to the next one. And we got another Jordan Love. I told you there was going to be some Jordan Loves in this order. This, I believe, is just his regular hollow. Let's see what he got. Oh, I was really hoping we would get the 9.5 on this one. I like the regular hollows, you know, as opposed to the parallels, the blues and the purples and whatever else. I'm more a big fan of just the straight hollows, and I was hoping this, if any of them, I was hoping this would get the 9.5. But looks like we got 3 9.0s and 1 9.5. All these Jordan Loves came out of a lot on eBay. So they didn't grade poorly, but we didn't get any gems. So I would say that I would hold, and when Jordan Love takes over as the starting quarterback in Green Bay, which I believe will happen, that's when the cards will start to go up in value, even the HGA 9.0s. And I believe, are we down to the last card? We are. Now this is just more of a personal collection card of This is Vladimir Guerrero, Vladdy Daddy. This is not Vladimir Guerrero Jr. I don't even know what team he's on in this card. Oh, he's on the Angels. Okay, cool. And it got a 9.5. So this is a Gem Mint Plus. We got 110 and 3 9.5s. This is a Topps Pristine Refractor. I really like this card. As a kid, I went to both Angel and Dodger games. I kind of want to do a video on, can you be both an Angel fan and a Dodger fan? But I did go to a lot of Angel games as a kid. And I did root for Vladimir Guerrero when he was on the Angels. I was a big fan, so I think this is a super cool card, and it got a great grade. Probably paid about $10 for the card and $20 to get a grade, but this is just a PC card. I'm glad it got a high grade because it's just cool to have in the collection. And that's it. Thanks again for watching. Let's put all the slabs here in the middle. Thanks again for taking a look at this HGA reveal. We're going to have one more probably within the next week, and then I need to send some cards off. I'm going to do a video on another order I got back from StarStock of StarStock A cards that I am going to send in for grading, and it'd be interesting to see if any of those cards can pull an HGA 10. If you've watched my other HGA reveal videos, you'll know that I have not received 110 on any of these orders yet. So I'm really hoping to get one, and I think those StarStock A cards are pretty clean and have a decent shot at getting a 10 here or there. I really appreciate all the new subscribers and everyone who watches this video. Thanks again for all your comments. And again, please keep those comments coming. I get video ideas from that. I like responding to the comments. I love interacting with everyone. So thanks again. Please subscribe if you have not, and I will see you on the next one.